Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks Season 1, Season 2. If you don't know it, I'm binge watching now Twin Peaks. I mean, I just began it, but I plan to binge watch all of Twin Peaks with you guys, all of the 3 seasons. Yes, I'm gonna watch the 3rd season, which was out a long time after the 2 first seasons, for what I understood, but yes, I'm gonna watch it also. For now, we're really at the beginning of 6. I just watched the episode 1, I mean, I watched only the episode 1 for now, it was some days ago for me. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. And I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I'm gonna make, you know, for Twin Peaks, in case maybe you're discovering this video late. And maybe, in fact, I already posted a lot of reaction videos about Twin Peaks. So I'm gonna put the link for the playlist, and also because this show, you know, has a long episode, so I'm pretty sure that each time I'm gonna separate my reactions, you know, about one episode in 2 parts. It's really for you guys to be able to give you more of my reactions, you know, to deal with the fair use rules, but still to give you more, and also it's like that. So again, if you want to have all of the videos and all of the parts of the videos into the good order, you're gonna have that on the playlist that I'm gonna create for Twin Peaks. I don't know yet how it's gonna be for issues that I'm gonna have maybe with YouTube. Like for the first episode, one part was okay, one part was not okay, so I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm waiting a little, you know. Maybe I'm gonna be forced to play with the opacity. I'm sorry if it's the case, but really it was not what I wanted. No matter what, you know that on my Patreon you're gonna have everything with full opacity each time, and also you're gonna have longer reaction part. For the first episode, the reaction part, you know, the episode part, the reaction part, for the first episode it was 22 minutes longer. Can you imagine? You have 22 more minutes on my Patreon for the reaction video about the first episode. It was a 1 hour and a half episode, so I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna be that long for all of the new episodes, but still, you can expect, I think, at least 10 minutes more for each episode. So if you can be interested to have these longer reaction parts and also to have everything in full opacity in just one video, if you can be interested to have all of that, it's on my Patreon. And because it's just extended reaction part, it means that if you're only interested by Twin Peaks, you can only subscribe to the level 2, meaning only €5. €5, and you have all of the videos that I'm gonna post during the month, you know, all of the videos about Twin Peaks. And you're gonna have all of the videos that I posted before that. Only €5. If you can be interested to support me and to have these advantages, you know, to have these videos earlier, longer reaction part, really longer ones, full opacity, just one video, it's on my Patreon. Okay, like really, after the first episode, I didn't have the impression to talk that much, but in fact I talked during 25 minutes. I cut some parts, you know, during the editing for the video that you had, but really, in fact, I talked during 25 minutes. So I think that we can say that this first episode of Twin Peaks really worked on me, like, that's it, I'm into it. I think that this show is gonna have me, and maybe already have me, in fact, more for the story, for really trying to understand everything, to pick up the clues and all, and not only about who murdered Laura Palmer, you know, to resolve the case, but also really about the characters and their relationships. I'm already, you know, like making theories about stuff that happened that we don't know anything about yet, maybe which are not gonna be useful to know who murdered the girl, but I have this impression. We'll see if I'm right or wrong with my theories, but clearly if I'm already playing that game with the show, it's a good clue also about the fact that I'm gonna fall in love with it really quick. With the characters, it's different. For now, I didn't connect with the characters or anything like that yet. I find them interesting, even if some of them are really cliches, you know, but I think that it's on purpose, you know, that are made to represent, you know, something in fact, and it's logical for them to be cliches. And I think that they were also directed to be a little extreme, some of them, with their reactions. And I'm not blaming them for that, and I'm not blaming the direction also, which was done, you know, on them for them to be so extreme. I think that it's also a way not to mock, but to represent shows like that, you know, shows about murder cases, shows during that period of time. Like, I'm really judging this show for also the fact that it was made during that period of time, for the fact that it's made also by David Lynch and all. Like, I knew that I would watch something weird. Like, I didn't come with this show being like, okay, it's gonna be like, for example, The Wire that I binge watched with you. Like, not at all. I didn't expect at all the same mood, and I was right, clearly, to not expect that. So, for this first episode, yes, I had the impression that some characters were maybe a little extreme. We had some weird stuff, like for example, the names. We had a lot of names during the first episode. I need to remember them all. Bobby and Junior, Mike, Bobby and Junior, you know, in jail, screaming like that, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Clearly that was a real weird moment for me. And we had other ones, and some of them, like with the mother screaming like that, and all that was so weird. Some other moments, I don't know if they are made to be weird, but for me they are weird, like all of the jazzy mood. Like, we have really 3 musical environments for this show. We have the intense one, you know, like something is going on mood. We have the romantic one, clearly, because we have also love relationships going on right there. I guessed that we had a love triangle between Laura, Donna, James? No. It's a J. Ah! I lost his name. You know who I mean. I guessed that we have a love triangle, so there is a romantic mood, and there is also a jazzy mood. You know, a jazzy musical environment. And I don't understand how they are deciding to put this one and not another one, because really, a jazzy mood, when something really intense, you know, or a big conversation is happening on screen, I'm really like, what? I don't know where to put myself, because I really want to go jazzy when I should be focused on the action. Like I told you, I think that I'm gonna be disturbed like that, at least for 1 or 2 more episodes. Like, I know myself, I know that it's gonna take me sometimes, you know, to get used to it and to not go like that each time. I prefer to warn you. But clearly for me, it's a little weird to put things like that, but why not? And yes, we have a lot of characters. Oh, for example, one scene which was weird, it was with Ed and his wife Nadine, you know, like when she was closing and opening the things. That was so weird. Ed was cheating on her with Norma. Norma was with Hank. Bobby was cheating on Laura with the other girl who is working at that diner. I lost her name. But her, she's with that guy, or it's her brother or someone like that. Someone who is a little frightening. I can't remember his name neither. I would say something with an L. And he was on the same magazine, the magazine that they found in Laura's deposit box, I don't know how to name it, in which there is also Ronette, the other girl who was captured, raped by the person who killed Laura. I'm still not sure of that, like, were they really at the same place? Were they attacked by the same person? Are we sure of that? And that person that killer, that serial killer, seems to be the same person who killed someone else in really another place with that letter into the finger. Right there they found the letter R, but we don't know what the first letter was. And how can it be like it's someone from this town who visited the other town, killed that girl and came back, or it's someone from this other town who came into this new town and killed someone else? You know, I'm wondering about stuff like that. And we had another thing. Oh, we have all of the thing with Josie, who is sleeping with the sheriff Truman, Cooper for the FBI agent, and there is also Pete and Catherine who are working for Josie. Catherine, who is keeping an eye on Josie, who called Leland, who is Laura's dad, Sarah, the mother, Sarah or Sandra, Sarah, I think, the mother. And Leland needed this information about the sheriff, Josie, I don't know for what reason. See, it's a lot of names! I'm really fighting hard. Am I forgetting someone or something? I don't have this impression. Like, for now I have the impression that I miss only 2 names. The guy who was in love with Laura and who is suddenly okay to be in a love relationship with Norma, like really... For me, that's really the beginning of a toxic relationship. Like, that guy was desperate, like he was in love, he just lost the person that he loved, he's sure to go in jail, he's desperate as hell, you're kissing him during that moment, girl, like really such a bad move, and him is accepting that. If you're happy, if you're in love, I'm glad for you, but not so sure about that relationship, you know. And about the representation on screen, about that kind of relationship also. Again, that period of time. And yes, so that guy, I miss his name, James J something. And I miss the name of the girl who was with Bobby cheating on Laura with her. Ah, we have the psychiatrist. You know, I was thinking about my theories. I'm suspecting that the mother, maybe, I don't know why, I have the impression that she's feeling guilty about something that she did or said to Laura before her dying. Like, she's feeling guilty of something and she was afraid of things like really early into this episode, so I'm wondering about it. I'm keeping an eye also on the psychiatrist, who seemed really weird. I don't know why, I didn't appreciate him. Ah, and for sure at the end we have that mysterious person who found the necklace where they hid it. So it's someone who followed them, or it's someone who knew where it was, so someone that one of our guys know, you know, the Norma or Jay knew and told that person, you have to pick the necklace. Like, I'm not sure that it's a serial killer, that's what I mean. Okay, that was a long intro, but that was also for me to help me to recap everything that I know so far and where I'm standing also with each of these characters for now. Let's go for this episode. Again, my Patreon, episodes earlier, full opacity, just one video, a real longer reaction part, but because it's gonna be only extended reaction part, just the level 2, €5 for the entire month, and you're gonna have all of the videos for Twin Peaks of the entire month. Okay, let's go for this episode.
Diane, 6:18 a.m., room 350.
Are we gonna see Diana at some point? I want to meet her at this point.
Telephone works, bathroom in really tip-top shape, no drips, plenty of hot water, and good steady pressure, but could be a side benefit.
You
outside my window.
upside down?
But the true test of any hotel, as you well know, Diane, is that morning cup of coffee.
Nah, I agree. Okay, for what reason?
It struck me again earlier this morning.
You know, he was not really practicing right there, training.
Speaking now not only as an agent of the Bureau, but also as a human being. What really went on between Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys?
Yeah.
I'm Who really pulled the trigger on JFK? This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life, and this is one of the best.
Cool. Do you like them strong or?
That's great.
Audrey,
Grapefruit juice. Just as long as it's grapefruit
stay
juice.
far from the new guy. You're a teenager, remember? I mean, normally.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Ask her for her age.
You're here investigating the murder of Laura Palmer.
That you didn't appreciate that much, even if she's helping your brother Johnny.
Not exactly. See, Laura tutored my older brother Johnny 3 times a week. Johnny's 27 and he's in the 3rd grade. He's got emotional problems.
It seems a little autistic, you know, to me.
Nice.
Do your palms ever itch?
Audrey, can you calm down?
Harry, as you know, I delivered Laura. I've known her all her life. She was my daughter's best friend. I couldn't bring myself to do the post-mortem, so I called Joe Fielding in from Fairvale. He did the work. I assisted. Time of death estimated to be between midnight and 4 a.m.
Okay.
What killed her? Loss of blood.
She was with James before that.
Serious enough.
Not really herself, you know. That's what he
Marks on
said.
her shoulders, also on her tongue. Probably self-inflicted.
Ah,
Lesions on wrists, ankles, upper arms where she was bound. We're waiting on the toxicological tests for drug use. Within the last 12 hours, she had sexual relations with at least 3 men. There's no question in my mind that
she was raped.
attacked both of them in that train car. It was
Just one person
severe
raped her?
injuries.
I'm sorry, Doc.
Who would do a thing like that?
Okay, Leah, when I get home, I'll do it.
Now, Shelly.
Shelly, not Charlie, Shelly. It's maybe more a sibling relationship. Up, pay attention! Ooh. You're not gonna watch it? He's sure gonna see it because he wanted you to watch all of that for that. For this blood thing.
James, you were in love with Laura.
Yes.
The 2 of you were seeing each other secretly. Secret because that's the way she wanted it. Why? Was she afraid of Bobby?
The guy seems pretty stupid, you know, and also violent. He can be violent.
Yes. No, I tried to get her to stop, and she did for a while.
Ah, she was really into cocaine, okay.
Something happened a couple of days ago. What? I don't know. I think something scared her because she wouldn't see me. She wouldn't even talk to me.
Who was giving her, selling her that drug?
When was the last time you saw her? The night she died.
You're telling the truth.
About 12:30, I stopped the bike, the light at Sparkwood and 21. And she jumped off and ran away. I didn't see her again. She was going to have a fight. Not exactly. But she said she couldn't see me anymore. Recognize his necklace?
Where is the other part, James?
James, what happened on February 5th? And who has the other half of this heart?
James, guess why I'm so happy today?
A flashback.
Because I really believe that you love me. Now my heart belongs to you.
No.
Okay, it was the beginning of your relationship.
It's that shirt.
Uh-huh. You're not gonna find it right. You know she knows.
Hey, Barbara. Since when does Leo Johnson call me at my parents' house?
The two of you and the Josie mood.
Leo called you? He wanted to know where the other half of the money was.
Huh? What money?
I gave him half already. The night Laura died. I went to see Leo because I had this money burning a $10,000 hole in my pocket.
That much? For what reason?
It's the Laura safe deposit money. So you didn't get it back from her? She was supposed to hand it over today, then she went and checked out on it.
Ah, the money that they found, okay. Where did you find that money, and Clary, for what reason giving it to Leo?
It's so strange. I know I should be sad, and I am, part of me is. It's like I'm having the most beautiful dream. And the most terrible nightmare all at once.
Because... she's finally with James.
James and Laura were seeing each other the last 2 months. I was the only one who knew about it. Mom, James was so good. You don't know how troubled Laura was.
That much?
Last night I happened to see it.
I mean, and you know about it?
Laura told her.
Laura said that you don't know even the half of it.
Because realized we were the ones more in love.
No. You realized that he was fucking desperate.
So I feel like I betrayed my best friend.
You're not.
It's true.
But
Then why am I so happy?
you have a good heart, but clearly, again, the relationship, neutral.
I was up all last night. Do you know what I was doing?
Waiting for your guy.
I was inventing a noiseless, completely silent drape runner. Do you
That's
know
why?
what makes it work? The thing I thought of at 4 this morning when I was waiting for my husband to be released from intensive care? Cotton balls. My God, those things would be quiet now.
Oh, Nadine.
Alright. Bobby. Now, before we get started, have you two fellas got your stories straight?
If we tell the truth, we don't have to get our stories straight.
True, Bobby. True. And I think that they are too stupid to plan something like that.
Well, I guess you can go then.
Now,
Oh, fellas, one more thing. Praying for the health and safety of James Hurley, because if anything happens to him, we're coming for you. Here, what are you sitting around for? We got plenty of more people to see.
I think I better start studying medicine.
Oh, why's that?
Because I'm beginning to feel a bit like Dr. Watson.
Mrs. Wilbur, how do you take it? Black as midnight on a moonless night.
Okay. I take it with sugar and milk.
Mrs. Packard, I understand that you hired Laura Palmer to come visit you twice a week to help you with your English. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, so
When was the last time
she
you saw
was
her?
everywhere, that girl.
How did she seem to you on Thursday afternoon?
Something was bothering her. But we didn't have a heart-to-heart on it. Something she said, though, that stuck on my mind. She said, I think now I understand how you feel about Jasmine's death.
Did she say what that was in reference to?
No.
Did she lose someone? Someone who died or just someone who disappeared? Someone who left her?